Hey, what's good with it, homie? We back again for part two. Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and send a link out, man. I don't know where everybody at, man, but me and John holding it down right now. So, shit, we just gonna rock and roll and wait and see where everybody what the business is and all that good stuff over there. So I'm gonna send the link out right there. We're gonna invite. We're gonna copy the invitation. Send that out right there. All right. And then we're gonna take this bad boy, copy this one, put it out right there. You did. Oh shit! What the hell did I just do? See, Dennis Trap, what's good, brother?
Yes, sir.
Welcome back,
Kennard, man. Hey, listen. I know you want to do the show, bro. It's your anniversary, man. Get your ass to your wife. I feel guilty talking to you, man. You supposed to be in there cuddling, rubbing some feet, or just sitting there watching some Lifetime or whatever your wife want to do.
Oh no, we good, man. We've been kicking the man since yesterday, man. We squared away. I ain't
okay.
yeah.
Okay, don't fuck up 10 years for this doggone podcast.
Oh no, I ain't gonna fuck none of that up, bro. I can't do that one. Shit. But yeah, man, everything's smooth. I appreciate that though. But then,
no problem.
Okay, 84th, man. 84th. Man.
Let's go. Schofield Bears. What year is this? 90 what?
This was 2000. 2000.
Let's go.
I got up in there, man. I was in replacement barracks. Okay. So they had me up in there. I ain't had no unit patch or nothing. So I'm hearing all this wild shit, like niggas is out here, you know what I'm saying, making flicks and shit with these chicks and all this other bugged out shit. And I'm like, but I'm saying, okay, the patch that I'm seeing everybody with is a Tropic Lightning patch. I'm like, oh, that's a nice looking patch, man. I like that. But then I see a couple of people with the patch with the stars on it, with the arrow on it, which turned out to be my patch. I'm like, well, that's kind of nice too, but everybody else got this one.
Right.
And I'm hearing all this shit while I'm in replacement. I was in replacement like about 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, that's fucked up, man. I hope I don't go over there. And sure enough, man, I ended up over there. I was at 84th Engineers, man. And
is this your first duty station?
Yes.
Okay.
My first one. This is my only one. I only did 3-year tour.
Okay.
I was like, man, I'm in some shit. And it got so bad, bro. It was like when you went out, you go to the NCO club. The NCO club, you ain't had no issues because that was on post. But if you went, like, you was in the Keys and you was kicking it at some bar down there, you couldn't tell chicks that you was from 84th, man. That's how bad it was. It was like niggas was doing some, now I didn't do this, but niggas like before me was doing some like shit, like making flicks with chicks and passing it all around the barracks and all this other dumb shit. And they thought niggas from 84th, like if you was from 84th, you was on that same shit. So we couldn't tell chicks, like my man's name I was running with, we couldn't tell them we was from 84th. What we would do is, because check this out, they tore the barracks down like about a year, maybe a little under a year after I got there. So they started moving us to housing. We were still 84th, but we was in housing now. Okay. So we just tell the chicks, we stay in housing.
Wait, privates? And
I swear to God, they tore the barracks down. They had us stay in the housing. Real shit.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. Now I don't know if they
was living a good life.
It wasn't no more of this open base shit where you got 2 wall lockers and his side over there, your side over there. That shit was over with. You had your own room. You had your own bathroom. Because put it like this, in 84th, you had to go and use like basically a public bathroom. Okay. So you had a couple of shower. Wait, was it shower heads? It had to be some shower heads up in there. Okay. So basically shit was still kind of open bay. But once we got over the housing, you had your own room, you know, you got your own little furniture. You had like one big living room. It's like a 3-bedroom condo. Carpet and shit on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You had tall blinds and shit. You know what I'm saying? You had a Frigidaire, all that shit over there. You can go to PX, go get some Hot Pockets and shit, put that shit in the refrigerator. Man, we was living a life.
Right.
Okay, so that was the hook. It was like, and when that happened, we was like, yo, we don't stay at 4th, we stay in house. Man, them chicks was coming through. Shit, man, they felt like we stayed in houses. Shit, I'm telling you. And it was like, that's where we stayed all the way up till I left. But like I said, I said about a good 9 months in, I was in barracks. Matter of fact, I was staying with dudes in HSC. My guys call him Boogie Brown, playing football. He stayed on one side, I stayed on the other side. So anytime I bring a chick, you know what I'm saying, she gotta go through his side of the room to my side. This way, you really had a little bit more privacy, because yeah, they'll come through the room, but my roommate, he's fucking with a chick in Quartermaster. My other roommate, Waldo, we used to call him Stack. He ended up getting deployed to Egypt, so he was gone, it seemed like 10 years. He never came back. Basically, I kid you not, it was like I was there by myself. So I basically had like a 3-bedroom condo with carpet on the floors. You know what I'm saying? I was on the 2nd floor. Shit was smooth.
Okay.
And my man from Philly, my man Watt, he went to Philly for some shit. He was gone like a year. He had a gold Volkswagen. It was a Volkswagen. I had a ride too. Man, shit, you couldn't tell me nothing.
That's good stuff, man.
I'm telling you.
That's good stuff.
Man, it was wild, man. It was wild. It was so wild. And we talking like, man, look, I'm telling you, all this shit I'm telling you is true. This really, really fucking happened.
Oh, I believe it.
This is what it was. We go down to the Keys. You know what I'm saying? Gas was cheap back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Man, gas that motherfucker up. We be drunk driving and shit. We didn't give a fuck. Sober up at the end of the night. MPs over there, they ain't hassle us, man. We was smooth, man. We get right through the motherfucking gate. Come back, drop everybody off, man. It's over with. We counting numbers and shit. Man, I'm telling you, man, we was on some bullshit, man. But that shit them niggas was doing with the flicks, we wasn't on that. We wasn't on that. The niggas before us that was in the same unit fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then the word got around that don't fuck with nobody from 84th because they do this. We wasn't on that. You know what I'm saying? But that shit, 84th was wild, man. 84th was wild. You know what I'm saying? It was, man, it was a monster.
Okay.
But tell me about Germany. I want to hear about Germany, man.
Man, Germany was everything that you ever wanted out of life. That's what Germany was, literally the best. Is it the best? Yes. The best years of my life. Word. The best years of my life, sir. Word. It was awesome, man. It was man. Just being treated like a king, dude. I never experienced that. I never would have thought it would happen, especially, you know, coming from Austin neighborhood. Man, the chicks are treating you like I'm R. Kelly. That's probably a bad example, but treating me like I'm somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Wow, what? You go and they buying you drinks, they taking you out. We go to the club, I'm telling you, they are literally looking out there, and it's only happening for the brother. Now my man's over there, he was a Mexican guy. Hold on for 1 second. Mm-hmm. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Wait. All right, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
All right. So the my man's over there. My roommate was he's Mexican. We did everything together. And the chicks, they weren't really fucking with white boys because, you know, they got white boys over there. Right. They were looking for niggas and Mexicans. So me and him, we running through them, dog. We running through them. So okay, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. This is maybe we there for about maybe 2 months, 3 months at this point. I don't know. We used to always go to this club, go to these clubs. They have what they was like hip hop night or something like that. And we go to the club that we always used to go to on like whatever night it was. That was like that hip hop night or whatever. We go there, except for this night, they got some searchlights out and everything, and it's real big, a whole bunch of people there. And we like, it's some like they got an entertainer here today, like a rapper showed up. Why the fuck they got all this going on? So we go inside, and they've got like those big ass like screens, like those multiple screens that you have at like these big shows, and they got people up there dancing, people walk around with cameras and stuff showing it on the screen. But this club has never done this before from what we've seen. We've only been there 3 months, so we've never seen it like this before. So we're like, what the fuck is happening tonight? And they got the what do you call those girls with the bottles, and they passed out shots. So what it was, they was doing like this little dance thing, promotion. It was just some promoter, and he was going around to all these different clubs in Germany, and they were taking essentially like the best dancers. And okay, so I'm out there dancing with a chick. Now I can dance a little bit, but I'm more so just a silly dude. So I can, just be silly or whatever. I'm out there trying to have some fun. So the lady pat me on my check. Hey, you want to go up on stage? Okay, cool. Let's go up on stage. So I go up on stage, and they started the music, and these people start battling each other. And I'm like, I don't dance enough to battle, so I'm just gonna find me a little chick and just, let's get it. The lady tell me, she like, hey, okay, cool. We want you to come with us. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. First of all, I only speak German a little bit. He's Klein. I don't speak a lot. So when it comes to the doggone thing, I have my guy had his actual girl there. So she translated for me. They give me the paperwork. Hey, we want you to go. Fast forward. Me and my man's, my Mexican homie Aguilera, me and him go out to we get leave and we go to the airport. We go to the airport. It's maybe about 50 of us, maybe 50, 60 or something like that. It was a full fucking plane. I remember that much. All of us, they rented the whole plane or chartered, however you call that. They chartered the whole plane. It's all of us people from different, not from that night, but like I said, they had been going to different places all month. So all of us are now on this thing, on this one flight. We're about to get on this flight. We get on this flight, the promoter comes and he's like, all right, we're about to go to Paris. This is my first time going to Paris. They're like, hey, we're about to go to Paris and we just gonna be here for a couple of days. We're gonna turn up. It's the same thing there. He just wanted, essentially, we was like, imagine like Soul Train dancers. That's all it was. He took us on the plane. We got there, and now first thing we on the what do you call that, on the runway or whatever, while we're waiting the island or whatever. He's like, all right, we about to have some fun. All I want y'all to do, we just gonna go to these clubs and we gonna turn up. We gonna have some fun, or whatever the fuck we say for turn up back then. We just gonna go up and we gonna have some fun. When he says this, the stewardesses, it was 2 stewardesses. They have these big bowls, like the bowls that your mom will put like apples and candy and stuff in. They have that. It's filled with condoms.
What?
Chocolate. What? And those little bitty liquor bottles. They had those little bitty liquor bottles in there, and he was passing them out. And I'm like, oh, Aguilera, it's about to go down, my nigga. It's about to go down. I'm like, man. Are you serious? What? Nigga. Oh man, I wish I had I wish this was back. I wish we had like video like we did back then. That way I could prove this. Cause oh man, this is crazy. So we finally get to Paris.
Okay.
Now I was messing with one of these chicks from before, but hey, I ain't trying to fuck with you on this trip. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? They literally just passed out condoms and alcohol. I'm gonna be fucking and not you. So we get there. We get off the bus. They take us. I think they took us up. They took us to the hotel first. I think they're pretty sure they must have took us to the hotel first. So we take us to the hotel, put our stuff down. We go around. It's still daytime. So they took us to some shit. We go around, see the Eiffel Tower, blah blah blah, all the picture shit. Go back to the hotel, change clothes, get into your cool shit, and let's go to these parties, these clubs. Right. Man, we go to these doggone clubs, and nigga, we Right. Nigga, I walk out of there with something. My mans walk out of there with something. We back on the bus and we fuck. Nigga, and we are not the only ones on this bus fucking. You know what I'm saying? We had 2 buses? Well, we had 2 buses to go to the airport. I think we took 1 bus to go around to the clubs. Dude, it got now. I will tell you this part. This is the funny part. So that was that was the first night. Second night, we do the same thing again. So go to these clubs. We go to, I ain't never gonna forget this. We go to the Moulin Rouge, the world famous Moulin Rouge. But we don't go to the Moulin Rouge. It's like maybe 2 or 3 doors over from the Moulin Rouge. I think the Moulin Rouge is closed, but we went like 2 or 3 doors over. We get in there. We are in there. I'm tired. Me and my mans, we go upstairs, chill out, look around for a while. We sitting there chilling, and then I sit there looking like, hey man, do you notice that the chicks in here look a little fucking weird?
Oh no.
Nigga. I said that, he looked around like, what are you talking about? I'm like, nigga, look at the chicks in here. And we started looking like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Nigga, when that happened, just like a movie, it was this 2-story, what do you call it? Pole, 2-story pole, like a fireman pole. Okay. And this lady comes swinging down the pole, woo, and then they got the lights going, woo, 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 and they hit the stage, boom, it's raining.
Oh no.
We like, oh nigga, they done got us on this bullshit. Oh man. Oh, so man. We finish our drinks and we leave. And yeah. So we go back on the bus and try to fuck one of these chicks that was out there. But man, that was my first time going to Paris. That was fun. That was fun.
All right, man. I know you've been in Paris, man. That's what's up, man.
Man, the thing about you, everything, me and Aguilera, this motherfucker, man. What we found out, because I didn't know this growing up, we found out that Europe is connected like the way the United States is. So for us driving to Texas, it will be actually driving from Germany to Paris is a 6-hour drive. So that's shit. Driving from Germany to the Czech Republic is an hour and a half.
Wow.
2 hours. We ran to that motherfucker like it was the corner store, nigga. Wow. Because they had over in Czech Republic, they had a whole bunch of cheap stuff that you could like sterling silver shit, but for some reason everything over there was cheaper. I don't know why. So man, me and my mans, we tried to see every bit of Europe that we possibly could. We was on a train, and then they got a train system that basically goes everywhere, and it's super fast. So man, but yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. But I ain't never been to Thailand though, man. I wanted so bad to go on the Asia tour so bad, man.
But you definitely did it right, because you did it right over in Germany to see all what you could see. But with us, we was on a short leash while we was out there, so we was pretty much grounded to those 2 towns. It was Pattaya and Bangkok. The second time I went to Thailand, Bangkok wasn't shit, but Pattaya was popping. Mm. So it was like the same shit that Bangkok had times 2. The shopping and all that is out there. You're going to get the fly shit. They got the Timbs out there. They got Nikes out. It was a pair, those, and I still ain't found the shoe in the States, but I've seen shoes like this. But the mesh Nikes, the real comfortable Nikes, they call Nike free runs.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Those same shoes, I bought a pair of 2-tone blue ones out there. I'd never seen them in the States. I bought them in Thailand. Mm. This was fresh. In American dollars, it was $60. And I still have yet to see those actual shoes. I've seen plenty of duplicates in different colors, but that same color, never seen them in the States.
They was Nikes or something else?
They were Nikes.
Oh, okay.
Because they're going to have all the shit that we want, because we coming over there, they got all the GIs coming, they're going to spend money over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We was buying Timbs, we was buying tons of DVDs, we was buying, matter of fact, it was a device actually, no, my man bought this in Bangladesh. It was called a VCR. You ever heard of one of those?
Yeah, the tape thing, plays tapes.
No, damn, I fucked that up. It's called a, damn, it wasn't a VCR. This is, and I wish I ain't no thief or nothing, but I was trying to keep this shit. Because look, this basically, long story short, it wasn't a VCR. It was basically like a DVD. Wait, it was like a like a Walkman. Okay, picture a Walkman, right? You know what a Walkman is. I know you know what a Walkman is.
Yeah, of course.
But it's a Walkman that plays CDs, DVDs, and you could take it and hook it up to your computer to play the DVDs.
Oh, the DVR.
DVR.
Yeah, got it. Okay, yes.
This was in 2001 in Bangladesh. I don't know how my guy, he's from Detroit, his white boy, his name was John Dunn. He bought this shit and we was all using it. Mm-hmm. And you could play whatever you wanted on this shit. If it was on a disc, you could play it. And he spent some chips for it in Bangladesh. Mm-hmm. And we was using it out there on staff duty. Matter of fact, I had staff duty like twice in 3 months. And that's what it was. You go, pop in a DVD. They have you in a little brick, whatever room was, whatever fuck room it was. And you pop in a DVD, whatever. But I was like, yo, I'd never heard of this. Because at the time, all we knew about was DVD players and VHSs, VCR.
Right.
This was a DVR. Not in Thailand. This was in Bangladesh. And you could take it, they even had the little ear thing. You could plug your headphones in, listen to some music. Shit was fly, man. I had never seen nothing like it. It was this big. It was like the size of it was bigger than a Walkman. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But either way, speaking of what you was talking about, when we was in Thailand, in Bangkok, ironically enough, they had a boys' town in Bangkok. I kid you not. It was literally a whole block of bars with these niggas in them.
Oh, wow. A whole block.
A whole block. But the other block was regular chicks.
Okay. And
then you had your shopping and shit all around it. So they had like the little fruit markets and all this other stuff outside. But Thailand was dope. Thailand was...
Wait. How did you know what block to go to? Like, did you go to the wrong block by mistake? Or how did you know which one was which?
We really didn't even go down it. It was like, we was on the block where the chicks was at. Because like, you go into the bar, a regular bar, and it'd be like 8, 9 chicks up in there. It's like me, because we had to roll the buddy system. You know that.
Right.
So it'd be me, Sala, a couple other guys. Sala was from New York. Robbie was from, I think, VA or some shit. I was fucking a lot of East Coast cats. Mm. But all of us would be together, you know what I'm saying? They was all NCOs. So we all kicking in and shit. And Dunn was there. Anders was there. And we go in. And it's like 8, 9 chicks at the bar. They just posted. Nobody else, just chicks in the bar. So it's like, man, we gonna kick it over here. And we would go from one bar to the next bar, to the next bar, to the next bar, to the next bar. Like, they have massage parlors out there too. That's big business. But the funny part is, like, you could go to a bar and you think it's a bar. They got liquor. There's girls in there. It's a bar. But they go take you to a different room upstairs, not turn into something else.
Okay.
Like this. All they need is your consent. I kid you not. Yo, it was wild. Tyler, and I got pictures. We ever get together, remind me to bring the photo album. Because I still have the pictures. I still have pictures from all this. Not like explicit pictures, but pictures of.
I was about to say, you just stop talking right now.
I wouldn't keep it like that. That's some other shit. But it was a bar out there called Pussy Galore. I swear to God. Now I have a picture of that. I actually posted it on Facebook.
That's the real name or the nickname?
That's the name of the bar. It's called Pussy Galore.
Oh wow. Okay.
I ain't gonna pull it up. But I put it on Facebook like years ago when I first got on Facebook. But
that's a whole house?
Not really. But you may as well say it is. I mean, because, okay, if this the place that, okay, because I remember I took the picture in front of it. I think that was the fishbowl. So, yeah, I guess you could say, yeah, it's a whorehouse. There ain't no other way to slice it. you can buy some pussy. I mean, but look, I ain't tell you about this one. We went to the America's Club. That's what it was called. This was in, I think this was in Patia.
The American Club?
It's called the America's Club.
America's Club.
That's they said the name of it was. It was called the America's Club in Patia. Man, it was motherfuckers from Australia up in there. African motherfuckers was up in there. And bro, I swear to God, I mean, the party was live. Like I walked in, it was fucking jumping. It was like 2-something in the morning. And it was jumping. And I was like, all right, yeah, you know. And it seemed like I kind of walked halfway through. Like, okay, say it was a big box. It's like a bar. It's a big box. And I kind of walked on one side of it. I seen this, man. I shouldn't even be talking about this shit.
All right, that's all right. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Right. We're gonna move on, man.
But anyway, it went.
I'm really surprised you got out though. After as much fun you said you had in Hawaii, I'm really surprised you got out. Where were they trying to send you?
Say again?
Where were they going to send you? You said you wanted to go to Korea, but where were they going to send you?
They weren't going to send me nowhere. What I wanted to do was, because, you know, I came through the door, I picked everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I was supposed to go to Fort Benning and be an 88 Mike. Then I switched it. I said I want to be a 51 Bravo in Hawaii. So they gave me that. But I didn't stay in because like I said, I couldn't get Korea. And my main reason for getting out is because they wouldn't send me to aerosol school. That was my main reason. I wanted to go aerosol. I'm like, okay, it's 10 days. I could do 10 days. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't send me, man. So I was like, man, fuck this. I'm out. And I got out. That was it.
Hey.
Now, my thing is, there's a guy, David White. He was an E4 at the time. I was like probably E2 or whatever. But I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I want to go to aerosol school, man. I want to get my wings. My man, Nick, he had his wings. I want my wings too. Right. They wouldn't send me. So I'm like, man, fuck this. When my time came up, I said, I'm out, man. Fuck this shit. And I got out.
Hey.
That's what it was. Because it's like, it's a pride thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all they offered in Hawaii. You couldn't go airborne in Hawaii. You couldn't do nothing else, but you could do aerosol. It's 10 days. You're going to get your ass kicked for 10 days, but you're going to get your wings. I'm okay with that. Let me get that shit. They wouldn't give it to me. So fuck this. I'm gone. And that was it. And I couldn't get Korea either. Now, my dad was in Korea. My dad was in Korea like 2 years.
Okay.
He speaks fluent Korean. And I've been like, no bullshit. I've been to dry cleaners with him a couple of times. And he be saying, I don't know what the fuck he talking about. But he can hold a conversation with that person behind that counter like nothing. And I tell him all the time, like, Mom, you know, Pop speak Korean? Yeah, I know. Yeah, like he speaks fluent Korean. Real shit. But he was out there 2 years.
What's up?
It's like I know certain words in Hawaiian, like you know certain German words.
Right.
I know certain shit. Like in Hawaii, you had them tranny motherfuckers out there. They call them mahus. Mahu. Like they used to call white people. They call white people howley.
Howley.
I don't even know what. I never got
howley. This howley motherfucker.
Howley. That's what they did. They called white people howley, and the trannies was mahus. And
what they call black people? They got a word for black people?
I don't recall a word for black people because they treated us like we was them.
Oh,
so they knew more about us than we knew about us because we are connected. But with white folks, they didn't fuck with white folks. And so if you heard niggas, like if you was out in the Keys somewhere, because there's a lot of prostitutes in the Keys, in Waikiki, that's what we call the Keys. So if you hear a motherfucker say Mahu, you don't want to fuck with that because she got a dick.
As a lady boy.
Yeah, real shit. Hey, it was out there. It was like mad prostitutes out there. Motherfuckers would be spending a grip for them hoes in Hawaii, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. It was big business out there. You had like actual hoes, and then you had hoes.
Okay.
But we wouldn't know that because it was like I wouldn't know that. I'm guessing my dudes that I was fucking with, they ain't have to do all that shit, man. You can go hit the club, man. Go get you some pussy, whatever. But you can go trick off of one of these hoes down in the Keys and shit. You know, you go out the trick, it's gonna cost about $300-400. Easy. They was drinking out there. I'm telling you, Hawaii's like, when I got there in 2000, they were still playing Cha-Cha Slide.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
In 2000?
In 2000.
Shit.
They was playing Electric Boogie and a Cha-Cha Slide in the club. Electric Boogie.
You got to get
that was the shit out there because they so far from the mainland, you know, there's no tone out there. It's like they so outdated. You know,
right.
We coming from Chicago, we listening to the Casper Slide at the time or all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. They was way outdated. So they love black folks. Really, whatever. A lot of people don't know this. But once you get outside the US, they love us out there, man. They love us like it's nothing. Like they waiting for us to get there. But white motherfuckers, white people got a bad rep wherever.
White people are universally hated on this bitch. Unless you're talking about in Europe, but even then, like white people are fucking universally hated.
Yeah, man. They fuck their own self up in the game.
Right, so, that's on them.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. I'm like, hey, bro, he's Howley, bro, and all this other shit. You're like, what the fuck? And then you start hearing it more and more, and then you like, well, what's Howley mean? They come and tell you, like, okay. Don't fuck with them Howleys, man. For real. They don't fuck with them Howleys at all. Real shit. Like with us, they're coming to you, that's the kind, brother. That's the kind. Whatever the fuck that means. So like the kind means the shit. Like how we say that's the shit, or that's real. The kind, they say the kind in Hawaii.
The kind. So not the kind.
No, DAKINE.
Okay, got it. Okay.
It's two different words. The kind. That's the kind, brother. That's how they talk. They talk like, that's how they talk. That's the kind, brother. You know what I'm saying? You be like, what the fuck you talking? But that's how they get out. Like, it's their island. I'm just here visiting.
Right. Hey, it's the kind. Cool.
The kind, brother. You know, brother. That type of shit. You know, and weed. They do a lot of weed out there. You know, they do their weed and all this. I was never no weed smoker. But Hawaii's dope. If you ever get a chance, man, don't go no more than a week. After a week, you're going to get bored out your mind.
Oh, for real?
Straight up. Now, we live there. So for us, we just improvise. But if you're going on vacation, you spend all that money, don't go no more than a week. Straight up. A week is enough. Oh, no, I'm just saying. Look, because it's a nice little distance from here to there. Go a week, come on back. Get as much as you can. Go to the Polynesian Culture Center. Go to, you know, if you still got an ID, if you want to go on base, go on base. You know, go check out the museums, go do your little shopping and everything. Waikiki. You got all the little stores over there right on the strip. You got the beautiful water. You got the Pacific right there. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Lovely.
You went surfing and all that stuff?
Oh, hell, I couldn't swim.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you wasn't on that. Shit, no.
Hey, nigga, don't do that.
No, we no surfing. Some guys did, though. Some guys, they knew how to do that. They did that. We'd go to the beach and just kick it and just be on some chill shit. We'd go to North Shore Beach. North Shore was right off a post in Iowa, right outside of Schofield. You know, it was too far to walk, but it was like all of a 5-minute drive from where housing was at.
Gotcha.
You drive over there, you go to North Shore, you go kick it on the beach, you know. It's a beach. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Hawaii, it's a big rock. And you stay there long enough, you're gonna see everybody, no matter where you go, you're gonna see the same people over and over and over until they bring in new people. And then you start seeing them over and over. They seeing you, they know you. And your name will get around that island.
Damn.
Depending on what you do. We'll get around because it's a big rock. It's small. It's really small. But it's beautiful. You know, I miss it here and there, but you know, I kind of got past that. I ain't never going back. But yeah, man, it's a place that, you know, put it on your bucket list. Go check out, man, you know, and see what it's like. The weather's love, man. It's love. They're real hospitable out there. We used to be freestyling and shit in the Keys and shit. Guy was out there playing bongos. We'd be out there rapping and shit. Man, we was doing all kind of shit, man. We didn't give a fuck. We didn't give a fuck. We weren't no tough guys. We just party, man. We just had a good time. I had a whole crew. I had a guy from Boston. I got Cash, a guy from Sacramento, Nick Bowl, another guy, Harris. He was from VA. My guy, William Winters, he's from DC. Whole team of us, man. We be out there in Keys acting a damn fool, getting drunk as shit. You know, that's all we used to do every weekend. Get drunk Sunday. My BDUs, I did all that shit on Friday. Shine my boots on Friday. Spend Sunday night recovering.
Right.
Get up for Monday morning formation. That was my flow, man.
That's a good life, man.
Well, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it was love.
Shine some shoes and find some women. That's the good life right there.
No, there's plenty of women out there, man. It was like, they out here. They around the same age as us. They in the clubs like we in the clubs. Most of them was all service. You know the locals when you see them because they don't look like nobody else. They look like locals. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't really see no Filipinos like in the bars and shit.
It's a lot of is it a lot of like retired military around here? Like you got around most places?
Mixed in, but you didn't see a lot of them, no.
Okay.
Like, you know, I mean, if you was on some, you going to Pearl Ridge or some shit, you in the mall, yeah, it'd be some mixed in there. But like just on some nightlife shit out on the strip, yeah, you see a couple of them mixed in because it was expensive to stay out there. You know,
yeah, I have heard that.
Yeah,
I think it was like I think if I'm not mistaken, I remember the highest BAHs was New York, California, and Hawaii.
I can see that. New York been high.
Yeah,
been high too, and Hawaii been high. I can see that. But out there, it's like, you know, everything they get, they got to get imported.
Right.
And more for everything. So you got to have dough to stay out there. Ain't no other way. Unless you're in the military, you know, you can go get your shit at the PX. The fucking PX is like the Walmart for soldiers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, real shit. Like
how do the people, so how do the locals keep up? Like they minimum wage is like $25 an hour or something like that. How do they?
That's a good question. I can guess at it. I mean,
because it ain't like you got two prices.
You say what, bro?
I said it ain't like you would have two prices. Like if you're a soldier, you got to pay $1,000 for this TV, but if you're a local, you got to pay $600. Like how much is rent for those people? And then like how can they afford that shit?
Them niggas, but you know, they had like, they would call them projects, but they wasn't projects.
Right.
But they had like the little, you know, the poor areas. That's where the locals stayed at. You know what I'm saying? So the base was the base. That's all military. But outside of that, it was like, I mean, I don't know how the fuck they did it. I couldn't tell you. I never even asked nobody. It was like, okay, he a local.
Right, that's y'all business, man.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't really know what they did and all that. But like, if you got lost in the mountains somewhere, you would come across they hoods, and they wouldn't be like fucking like huts and shit, but they'd be like grimy. You know, like damn, it's Hawaii, but it's still there. So it was Day Island. We just lived there temporarily until we ETS or PCS. But yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know how to. I have no clue because it's not like Hawaii's like Chicago where it's like a shit ton of jobs. You know, there ain't no big economy out there. It's like it's for retirees and shit like that. So I don't know how the fuck they do it. You don't see them like out in the Keys begging for money. So they doing something right.
They that's why they out there with those mahis. They out there making that money, nigga. Somebody put those mahis.
Them niggas some freaks. Hey, and I'm telling you, it's an industry. And Mika put that up in the chat too. She was talking about the motherfuckers was trying to get the gays in the military. And I was telling her, when I was in, it was don't ask, don't tell. So now they starting to change shit around because their numbers is low. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody.
I'm gonna tell you, when I was, so my I had 2 gay incidents when I was in the military. When I was in basic, no. This is basic. This is AIT. Yeah, this is AIT. My bunkmate, bitch made motherfucker. I whoop dude ass now if I saw this bitch ass nigga. So he was gay. Now, how do I know he was gay? Because this nigga was fucking fruity as all fuck, man. He was he was just a fruity motherfucker. And now I didn't give a fuck about that. What pissed me off is that once we was about to go off for a weekend pass at AIT, and the drill sergeant was coming to inspect our barracks to be sure, you know, like, hey, you passed this, go ahead, get changed, get your ass up out of here, be back on Sunday. This motherfucker had fucked around and did something. He jumped, the drill sergeant comes, and he looked up under my bed, and there was a hanger underneath my bed. Drill sergeant was like, hey, Strap, your ass gonna be here this weekend. I ain't say shit. I turned around, drill sergeant leaves when he finally did his doggone bed. I turned around this motherfucker like, I know you had to put that